Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk about having a winning attitude, my friends, especially when you are 2 tiers down. Here I am in my Crocodile, 2 tiers down in a tier 8 battle, facing an IS-3, a Rev, a Progetto, a Scorpion. I mean, even the IS, T-29, SM, everything on the top there is scary to the Crocodile. Okay, you might think the Crocodile doesn't get scared very much, but he's just sort of two eyes poking out of the water, sees all them coming, he just sort of just disappears and swims away. But I'm going to have a good attitude. I'm going to go with Mr. IS-2M, who, by the way, is going to do a really nice job in this game. We're just going to push, and I'm going to go where the heavies go, even though I'm bottom tier. I'm not going to go camp. I'm going to have a good attitude. I'm going to have a winning attitude. And I struggle with that sometimes. I'm sure you do, especially when you're 2 tiers down. Maybe you've been having a bad game or a bad session, and then you roll into another game like this, like, I'm always 2 tiers down. You know, very angry guy, right? Angry gamer. Don't game angry. All that stuff. But try to have a winning attitude. And I really did on this one, honestly. I'm like, all right, God, okay, kind of a bummer, but let's go. It did not help that where I saw the IS-6 going. But I said, this IS-2M, also I'm just going to drive into the wall there. I don't know what I was doing. Anyway, wish I hadn't drank all that cough syrup right before this. But anyway, we're going to go help. The IS-2M is giving it an effort. I'm like, all right, you know what? Winning attitude. I'm going to go help this IS-2M. Yep, not good. The IS-3 showed up. Okay, not great. Where's the M6 going? He's going to look up high. Okay, I'll support the IS-2M. This thing shoots so fast, it is a tracking machine. You gotta love it. If I can catch one of these heavies out and get them tracked, that'd be amazing. The other thing this thing is really good at is flanking. Serious? No, it's terrible at flanking. But in the right situation, you might have something going on. I like this. I like the aggression of this crew down here. The IS-2M, the M6. We got an M6 there. Unfortunately, 45 TP is getting a bit beat up. The 304 is supporting us. So I'm feeling like, let's maybe get in here and kill off this OI. The OI is low hit points. He's taking hits. All right, let's go. I like this IS-2M. Winning attitude. I'm just going to give it a shot, guys. I'm going to give it a shot. First, we're going to bounce off this guy. No, we're going to bounce off the rock. Nice. 304. Well done. I like it. They're not really paying attention. This IS-3, I feel like I can just come in here because he has no idea I'm here. Track. Oh, it didn't track. Oh, go by. No, he's not looking. Track. No, it didn't track. Oh boy, what's he doing? Can we? We can? Oh yes, you gotta like it. We scared the IS-3 with the mighty Crocodile. It came up out of the water, and that big old IS-3 got skewered. And check it out, the IS-2 shuts down the T-29, who I don't know how a T-29 lost right there, but he did. We'll go by. This dude hits the ground. That looks like a shot I would take. The old fully zoom, but it goes right to the edge. And just like that, we absolutely own their top tier heavy. And check this out. We're just going to miss because that's what we do. We're awesome like that. Come back around. We're just going to zip around and we're going to attack. Dare I say attack from behind? Look out, fella. Yes. Oh, didn't get the kill. Didn't get the kill out of it. But we did help shut down the IS-3. Now, am I dropping $3,000? Am I going to get an ace? Am I going to get 6 kills and a Top Gun? Absolutely not. I might not even get to the rest of the fight at this rate. But we're going to give it a shot. I had a winning attitude, man. I went where the heavies needed to go. I saw the IS-2M and said, let's go try. Let's go help with this guy. By the way, I like the IS-2M. That's a really good tier 7. Maybe one of the best, actually, IS variants in the game. Very nice tank. It did help that the Rev, Progetto, and Scorpion were pretty much stumped, at least for a good portion of the game. They're starting to win over there now, but the guys over on the east side of the map held them off for long enough. They were a bit overmatched, but you had an IS-6 trolling around the middle. Maybe that turned out to be a great spot for him. The Scorpion, our Scorpion, is over there as well, although it's the baby Scorp. Where's the Su-130? Su-130 providing support, so a decent job dealing with a significant amount of their tier 8s. So we were able to bring some lower tier stuff and beat up on their IS-3. I mean, I bet their IS-3 would have loved to have a couple of those guys helping them out. Like the CC, if the CC-56 had been down there with him, that would have been probably a different story. It would have been much harder for us to win that. But you gotta love it, man. Just pushing on in, winning attitude. Like I said, I'm not going to get ace mastery. I don't even think I get above 1,000. In fact, I know I don't get above 1,000. I don't maybe even get a kill. Maybe one here. I don't know. Let's see. Do I get a kill on this guy? Oh, look at that. Stole a kill. Rammed the Pantera. That way he cannot aim in correctly, and then I steal. And that's it. We just have to track down a Progetto and a 3601H. Slight concern that they might get on cap and kill a couple of our guys, and all of us slow people can't get there, but probably not. Oh, I remember, this is actually a pretty decent shot here. They killed our Su-130. Now, they do have the autoloader. You got to watch out for those Progettos. You know, a Progetto with this many near-deads can turn a game around pretty quickly if he's careful. But I think he's got damage, come to find out here. Pershing's pushing in. I'm just going to go across the middle. I got a winning attitude. Yeah, the Progetto's been torched, so he's at 99. He's hurting. There he is. Watch this shot. Boink. You know, when stuff's working, it's working. I don't know how I pinned the top turret. I think I got on that really thin. There's a really thin plate on the top of the IS-3. That's pretty easy to pin, and I was a bit looked down. I ended up with 2 kills out of this, guys. Winning attitude. That's what I'm saying. Try not to, when you're 2 tiers down, to get irritated. I know it happens. I get irritated. But don't let it throw it off your game. Just get in there. Now, I could have got down there, and the IS-2M was a Muppet, and he hides behind a building, and the IS-3 pushes and kills him. There's a lot of what-ifs in this game. You can't control for that. But when it works, it's really great, right? I went down there. All right, IS-2M, let's do this. Between me, him, the 304 doing nice work, good positioning by the 304 to support that whole thing, and the other guys that were down there with us, and we end up doing a really nice job up there in the north, wrap around and deal with 3 of their tier 8s, which are kind of hanging out, you know. Honestly, if all their tier 8s had looked at this and went, all right, we are tier 8s, top tier with tier 6s, taking a look at the enemy setup, an IS-6, a Pantera and a Pershing, and a Su-130, if they'd have taken the Progetto, the IS-3, and the Revolors, the CC-56, the IS, and the T-29, and pushed into the north like they should have, they would have mopped the floor with us. It's interesting, you know. People look at it. They don't pay attention a lot of times to their tiering. I'm talking about paying attention to your lower tiering and what you need to do. Pay attention to your higher tiering, too. There was no reason for them to go out in the field. And if they were going to go out in the field down there, they needed to be aggressive. Problem with that is there's a bunch of TDs over on our side, like a Su-130 and an AT-15A, and a couple scouts to keep you from being able to be aggressive. So why go down there and play peekaboo with your top tiers when you could have gone up to the city, be protected largely from TDs sniping at you from the hill, and just wipe out whatever we sent? Would have been an absolute romple stomp. And that's the misprioritization of top tier that I see a lot in this game. With people go, oh, I'm a medium, I go to the field. Well, dude, you're a top tier medium, you know. You take that Progetto IS-3 Rev, honestly, even the Scorp, but certainly the CC-56 T-29 IS, and you show up down there being up in the north, into that little village, you probably wipe out whatever the other enemy team sends there. There you go. That is all I've got. Let me know what you think about having a good attitude. See ya. Have that winning attitude, fellas.